Today, most people go on holiday in search of luxury and to escape mundane domestic chores. But in the working class world of the 60s camp, being pampered was unheard of.
I can't believe that the women had to do all this crap.
Can't believe we're doing it. But
It's not on.
it's a necessity, isn't it?
Thank God we don't live in the 60s, that's
Yeah.
what I can say.
Let's just sit down, Johnny.
Back then, most people could only afford a small number of clothes, so having to do your washing while you're away was all part of the holiday.
This is what it's all about, being a mother. It's all hard work. Well, you will be one day, so having a few lessons, that's it. Good.
Trust me, I'll
And the
be
rehearsal.
buying a washing machine. What we're doing next.
That's it, like that. Well done.
That's it. Scrubber from Blackpool.
Don't.
But like everything at Sunshine Camp, even housework is turned into a competition.
On your marks, get set, iron!
Are you ironing?
No. Are you?
I'm a frig. Not a chance. I don't even iron at home, never mind here.
While the women work on their creases, the men bond over a game of football.
So
It's a bit shade, isn't it? It's a dead nice day in the sat inside ironing, but
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
I'm not playing either. Oh well.
I'm enjoying myself, so.
They wouldn't enjoy themselves out here playing football, though, would they? So they've got to do something at the time, haven't they?
I think that's typical of the society, yeah. Men outdoors having fun, women inside doing domestic things, yeah. Great.
Look at that. Oh, between the buttons, I rather like it. Yes, between his eye and between the buttons is crucial. Got to always press between them. And round the buttons. Oh, let's stand.
And who better to judge a well-ironed collar than the chaplain and the major?
And these, there are no pictures here, and that's a common mistake, that they're pressed like that. Actually, they're worn like that. Not an enormous number of marks for the cuffs, I fear.
72-year-old Mary Gaskill has been ironing since she was 10, and it shows.
I've got to say, it's a very, very damn fine run thing, Vicar.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
I think Mrs. Maskell has
Yes,
it.
I think so.
Many
But well
congratulations.
done, well done.
Very, very many congratulations.
And I've got about 10 shirts. And the mate's got 15.
Young women today have got it made, and the fact is that everything's much easier as far as doing your washing, and the husbands help more.
We didn't want much, did we? As long as we had a little bit of comfort indoors, who wanted any more anyway? You've got your husband and he's gorgeous. What else do you want, girls?
Just put this in here for you.
But the middle-class Thompson family have called it a day. Their struggle to adapt to life at Sunshine Camp is over. The Thompsons had booked in for 2 weeks. Becky, who's used to comfort and seclusion in the Greek islands, can take no more of cheap and cheerful camp life.
The chalet is absolutely filthy. The beds are disgusting. The bed linen is disgusting. The floors are disgusting. We pulled out the dressing table because some of the elastic bands had slipped down behind, and it was horrendous. The bathrooms are horrendous. And I'm really sorry that will be my lasting impression, but that's very important to me, and it's horrendous. And ours is by no means the worst.
For Becky's mother-in-law Tricia, a culture vulture, the taxi home can't come soon enough.
I just like to go home, see my friends, have a good meal, go to the theatre, go to the cinema, go to a concert. Anything, but be here.
But there's one thing Becky is reluctant to say goodbye to.
Steve?
Teammate and camp god Steve Cassels has become a good friend.
Have a brilliant time. You'll be fine. Feel look after you. You have a good time. I'll see you soon, all right?
Don't cry, have a good time.
They've got me, haven't they?
Have a good time, so put loads of cold water in your face.
No, well, you have a safe trip. Say goodbye to Nana.
I will do.
Bye.
Bye, sweetheart. I'll see you soon. Bye.
As the Thompsons bow out, our other campers can't understand their moaning.
I would have thought that they were aware of what they were going to do when they came here, and if I was to be like that, I'd feel a bit of a failure, really, that I couldn't stick something out for just a few more days.
It's very sad they've gone, but they know they've got a reason, I suppose. I mean, I want to stop here for another 6 weeks.
But not all the Thompson family are going. Despite her run-in with the pink coats, Fiona has decided to stay. She's making a sacrifice for her daughter Sophie.
She's just having a wonderful time, and I would hate to drag her away from it. Because for her, we promised her a unique experience, and had to drag her here, literally, because she didn't want to come. She was so worried about it. And that's exactly what she's going, so I feel it would be awfully cruel to take her away when it's what we promised her and she's enjoying it.
The real reason posh Sophie is loving the camp is that she's fallen for teen geezer Joe Alliston. The unlikely pair are now Sunshine Camp's first official item.
And they called it puppy love. Oh, I guess they'll never know.
Before you come on this holiday, all the boys in your area just...
They're nothing compared to
yeah,
Joe.
You know what I mean? I'm one in a million.
Doesn't compare.
So if we've had this holiday, then we would have never have met. So, I mean,
We just got to know each other
Sophie
better.
sort of click like that. She's,
The camp's basic charms may have been lost on some of our more discerning travellers, but for those still up for it, there's plenty more fun to be had.
Well, once again, here at the Sunshine Camp, we have another fantastic night for you. See what I did there? Fantastic. We're looking for a man and a woman from each house to be made up in fancy dress to enter the fancy dress competition. Will take place at 8:30 tonight.
On a modern holiday, you'd look forward to some relaxation in the evenings, but in the 60s camp, entertainment is non-stop. Once more, it's a silly competition that brings the campers back together. Even Fiona Thompson is bravely soldiering on.
We're trying to make the best of it. This is the last competition of the day, thank God. So I've had it up to here now.
But for ultra-competitive Jackie Goddard, it's a chance to get her team back on track.
You can't have too many days where you're taking it easy. One day's enough and then people start to catch up, so you've got to get back into it. Back into winning.
The Coupland clan seem to be up for anything.
Oh, like the boot. Look at it. Oh, you are lovely. Can I take you home? Yes. I'll have a blonde on blonde.
Hey.
We've got some glue somewhere as well.
I'm not gluing it to you. You can't wear it forever.
You didn't have to glue it to me. I'm just telling you, we got some glue.
Shut up. I'm not from Glasgow.
For our golden oldies, fancy dress is a serious competition, and they've come prepared. 87-year-old Janet Boggis stuns them all with a little number of her own.
How's that then? I think the soldiers.
Not Mademoiselle from
French
Armatiers. Mademoiselle from Armatiers, parlez-vous. Mademoiselle from Armatiers, parlez-vous. Mademoiselle from Armatiers, yes, I'll give her a rapey chair. Inky pinky parlez-vous. Hey!
We've got Jan dressed as a French maid. We don't need to help, do we? You know what I mean? You see her walk through that door, she's got winner written across her forehead.
Please show your appreciation for all our contestants in tonight's fancy dress. Oh, look at the legs, look. All right, leave this. It's Loopy Loo, everybody. Okay, tell everyone your name first of all.
God, I'm shy.
You're shy?
It's Selma, really?
He's come as Selma. And the winner, ladies and gentlemen, and taking the 5 points for what family, what team, what house? Max Ward!
But it's showmanship that wins the day, and victory goes to camp veteran George Watkis and his adopted team, the Thompsons.
So it's 5 points to the Thompson house.
He is the most amazing guy, and we didn't expect him to win at all.
No one to win. Nobody remembers anybody who comes second.
For the competitive Goddards, losing is a bitter pill to swallow.
So we're just having a team talk about, what happened tonight with the fancy dress. We feel we was robbed. So that's just fired us up to go for it even more now. It hasn't made us despondent. It's made us even more fired up. So no matter how much they jeopardise us, we are still going to win.
The night ends with a dance, and it's a chance for everyone to let their hair down. But the happy atmosphere in camp is short-lived.
She said to me, she went, "You fucking better not have been calling my mum anything or else you've had it." And I'm like, what? She nearly fucking hit me in the toilet. 2 of her sisters came in.
Goody Two-Shoes Ellie is upset with the Coupland clan. The Coupland girls have accused her of calling their mother, Rose, fat.
There was a misunderstanding, it was sorted out. And hopefully that's an end to it. If not, watch this space.
They said to me, they said, you think you're the prettiest girl in here, you're the bee's knees of the whole camp, and you're trying to get attention off everybody. You think you're so gorgeous and everything, and I'm like, I don't at all, do you know? And they've just been total bitches. In fact, the Coupland girls are absolute bitches as far as I'm concerned, what they've said to me tonight.
Some certain person can't stop crying, so... and twisting things.
The Couplands are not a family to mess with.
Thank you, bye.
Hi, we're the Couplands. This is our family. We've never been on holiday together, so be afraid, be very afraid.
I'd describe my family as a bit mad.
My dad's off his head.
They tend to want to rip each other's hair out when they get together.
There's been times when my mum and her sister have been speaking. It's gone on for like 4 years.
The 3 kids, they love each other to bits and they'd lay their life down for each other, but they can get a bit out of hand with the bickering.
We don't like to argue just a little bit. We like to get into each other really hard and start shouting at each other.
If you like us, you like us. If you don't, that's your problem, not mine.
The constant fun has had a calming effect on the Couplands. Until now.
Did I or did I not apologise to you in the toilet?
Yeah, you said, I apologise if I've got the wrong end of the stick, but if you did, you'll know about it.
Don't make me out to be a twat on camera, Ellie. Because I swear to God, if you want to make me out to be like that, you better do it in private, not in front of the fucking camera.
Do you know what I mean? You're a very threatening person.
No, I'm not. You're standing... No,
I'm feeling very intimidated now.
Oh, go on. Act like the little baby. You're making me out to be like a fucking bully, and I'm not, Ellie. I came in... No, you shut up and listen to me now. I came into the toilets and I said to you, what were you saying? And you couldn't give me a straight answer.
Because it didn't say
anything
anything about any single member of your family. Everyone has just seen what she's like. She's just done it again.
Unlike on modern holidays, at Sunshine Camp, there's no escaping your fellow holidaymakers.
Everybody's getting a bit overheated, I think, and it's making everybody's flare up and just basically have arguments with everybody else.
One particular person moans constantly, and yes, it does. It irritates me and it winds me up all the time because I so want to shout at her, "Stop it! Oh my God, it's not that bad."
For me, the most excruciating part of the entire thing has been meal times. Their knives and forks are all askew, they've got shoes on the table, they eat with 2 hands. I just can't describe how horrendous it is to watch them.
Getting into the spirit of things also means, you know, embracing the people around you. You know, it's blatantly obvious that there's such a diversity of people here that would not want to spend any time with each other.
An illicit pool party.
There is no good in running, we know who you are.
And will the Sunday service restore harmony?
All things wise and wonderful.
We're not religious, we're Satanists.